inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Are you a car owner, a transporter, a technician, a car dealer, a parts seller, or a potential owner? Then this program is for you. Join the mechanic Tunde Onakoya on Auto Clinic every Wednesday from 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, let's rev up in 3, 2, 1.
It's another beautiful Wednesday morning, and the time is 10:40 a.m., way behind schedule. Auto Clinic comes up at 10:30 a.m. every Wednesday. We apologize for this delay. We are also calling on the authorities, that's the Oyo State government, to ensure that the issues going on around Mokola Agodi area does not escalate beyond the level it currently is. There is some level of panic everywhere, which is causing traffic build-up, which, of course, is one of the reasons that I am getting to the studio pretty late this morning. But whatever the case is, it's another beautiful Wednesday morning in the city of Ibadan, and it's 18th day in August 2021. This is your weekly dose of everything cars and vehicles related. On behalf of the management and staff, the founding chairman of Splash 105.5 FM, Chief Adebayo Akonde, I'm welcoming you to this edition of Auto Clinic. I am Tunde Onakoya, the mechanic, and this is Auto Clinic with the mechanic. If you're listening to us for the first time, this is a weekly radio show that we dedicate to talking about cars and the automotive industry at large. You can watch us live right now on facebook.com/Splash FM 105.5. Now, you should go there, and also you could do that on YouTube, Splash FM 1055. Go there, like the page, share what you are viewing with your friends on Facebook, and I'm sure everybody will have something they'll take away from here. As usual, we have lined up exciting stuff for your listening pleasure. And on today's episode, we'll be starting with updates from the automotive world, after which we'll be discussing no other thing than lubricants and lubrication. When we're done with that, we'll coast towards the phone lines for the diagnosis of your vehicles and provide solutions to your automotive concerns. I'll start with the fact that General Motors plans to replace all battery models in the recalled Chevy Bolts. Toyota reaches the milestone with Corolla as it records 15 million in global sales. And federal government increases the car number plate and driving license fee by 50%. General Motors will replace all battery models in the Chevrolet Bolt that were recalled last month, rather than only defective models, the automaker has said. The model replacement, which could start as early as this month, come after GM recalled its 2017 to 2019 model year Bolt-powered cars for the second time in less than a year. 2 fire incidents were reported after the initial recall, including one in a Bolt that had updated software, and the affected customers are expected to visit certified electronic vehicle dealers for the repair. As of 2019, about half of the Chevy's US dealer network was EV certified. GM said in a statement it would replace recalled vehicles 5 lithium-ion battery models with new models. And rather than replacing the entire battery packs, the battery pack case, wiring and other pack components are not defective and do not need replacement, GM said. They also said earlier that the high-voltage batteries being recalled were produced at South Korean manufacturers LG Chem's Ochang's facility in Korea. The automaker said last month it and LG had identified the presence of 2 rare manufacturing defects in the same battery cell as the root cause of the battery fires in certain Bolt EVs. The next news item is that Toyota have been able to do what is found to be remarkable. That is Toyota Corolla that made its debut in November 1966 in Japan as a 1-liter compact 5-liter sedan, and within 2 years doubled its annual production from 480,000 units to 1.1 million vehicles. The introduction of the Toyota Corolla was a catalyst for mass car ownership in Japan, and the rest of Asia. In the US, the Corolla is among the highest selling sedan, and there was no looking back as its sales grew from strength to strength over the past 55 years. Today, the Toyota Corolla celebrates a spectacular global sales milestone of 50 million cars. This milestone underscores the robust confidence and belief in Corolla's build quality, reliability, safety, and durability. Now in its 12th generation, it is Toyota's most recognized model and one of the world's top-selling cars. The recently announced high-riding Toyota Corolla Cross will undoubtedly fuel demand for the moniker even more, which is insanely popular as Toyota says it's selling a Corolla badge car once every 28 seconds in more than 150 countries around the globe. Cars carrying the nameplate are being produced at no fewer than 12 factories around the world. And Nigeria is not left out as the Corolla is the most popular car on the road, with the 2004 model the most popular and fan favorite for Uber drivers and first-time car owners. And finally, the new rates for vehicle number plates and driving license have been implemented by the federal government across the country. With the implementation, Nigerians will now pay 18,750 naira for standard private and commercial number plates, as against the old rate of 12,500 naira. This is according to the Joint Tax Board. Fancy number plates, which were 80,000 naira, is now 200,000 naira. Motorcycle number plates, which was 5,000 naira, which was 3,000 naira, will now become 5,000 naira. And of course, articulated number plates, which used to be 20,000 naira, will become 30,000 naira. For this rate, the minimum increase is 50%. Out of series number plates have also been revised to 50,000 naira from 40,000 naira, while government fancy number plate is 20,000 naira as against the former 15,000 naira rate. Now, driver's license. 3 years was raised to 10,000 naira from 6,000 naira, excluding bank charges. License for 5 years is now 15,000 naira from 10,000 naira, while motorcycle driving license, 3 years, goes from 3,000 naira to 5,000 naira. And the one for 5 years attracts 8,000 naira against 5,000 naira. This decision was taken at the 147th meeting of the Joint Tax Board, which held in Kaduna on March 25. In light of the foregoing, the Chairman Joint Tax Board has approved Thursday, August 1st, 2021 as the commencement date for the implementation of the new rates. That's it on the update from the automotive world. You're still listening to Auto Clinic on Splash 105.5 FM. I'll take a breather now. I'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still listening to Auto Clinic with the mechanic on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. The phone lines will be open right now. The numbers to call will be 08091551055, 08056998678, and 0706949300. I'm going to take the conversation for today. I will start, but in between that, because we were unable to open the phone lines last week, the lines are open now. You can interrupt the conversation and ask your question, but ensure it is vehicle related, and we can answer that. While we want to ensure that you're able to call in this week, because last week we couldn't open the phone lines as well. So today we'll be discussing lubrication. Lubrication is the control of friction, and whereby the introduction of friction-reducing film between moving surfaces in a contact. Now, the lubricant used can be fluid, solid, or plastic substance. So many different substances can be used to lubricate a surface. Oil and grease are the most common. Grease is usually composed of oil and a thickening agent to obtain its consistency, while the oil is what actually lubricates. Oil can be synthetic, vegetable, mineral-based, as well as a combination of any of these. Automotive lubricants are critical for protecting and extending the life of most expensive parts of your car or truck. But using the wrong lubricants for the wrong purpose can be both destructive and costly. Now, let's not forget the fact that if anybody in this room, listening right now, wherever you are, buys lubricant to service your car, you will notice that there has been a significant increase in the price of lubricant now. Maybe lubricants that people used to buy for 8,000 naira a gallon now are going for about 20,000 naira a gallon. In fact, servicing your car these days has become extremely expensive. That it is, I don't think it's economically justifiable or reasonable for you as a person to now not get the proper lubricant to service the car when you're paying so much to get it done. Oil filter prices have increased, lubricant prices have increased, and when you see all of this, you still want to be sure that, am I doing the right thing or am I doing the wrong thing? Now, there are several types of lubricant. Some of them, of course, the most important and the most commonly used application of lubricant is in the automotive industry, are the ones that are used for the engine, the transmission, the power steering, and all of that. It is extremely important for you to check the authenticity of the lubricants before you buy them. Of course, you should only buy the high quality, genuine products from the market. So I'll start with the engine oil. Don't forget, you can call us 0809-155-1055, 080-5699-8678, and 0706-949-3000. I hope the phone lines are cooperative enough to get those calls to come in. So I'll start with the engine oil. Sometimes it's referred to as motor oil. Engine oil is replaced through regular oil changes. And the formulation for engine oil is specifically created to help reduce foaming and to prevent the engine from breaking down and corroding over time. As such, it is important, a very important component for routine maintenance for you to change your engine oil. Hello, good morning. Let's take that call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, this is Dapo from Orita.
All right, Dapo from Orita.
Yes, I listen to you every week.
Okay.
And I appreciate what you are doing for us.
Thank you very much.
I don't know whether I will be permitted to ask you this question.
Okay.
It's not related to motor cars.
It's supposed to be related, but you could go ahead, please.
I want to ask because I've been listening to you, but I did not know you.
Okay.
Is it the same today that I saw on TVC yesterday? Is it the one talking now? Please, I'm sorry to ask that.
I'm sure it's not the one talking right now.
It's not the one.
No, it's not.
I have a Toyota car.
Okay.
A Big Daddy.
Okay.
It always, when I start driving, it always showed a light that said check.
Check.
I don't know
what to do.
of that. Thank you.
All right, you can listen from the radio. Thank you very much for calling. If you see check on the instrument cluster of your car, I can assure you what you need to do is to run a diagnostic scan on that car. Check is a sign that there's a problem in the powertrain system of the car: engine, transmission, emission, and there's no way you can know which one it is unless you run a scan. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Abiodun. I'm calling from University of Ibadan.
All right, Abiodun from University of Ibadan. Please go ahead.
I need to I use Toyota RAV4.
Okay.
And I notice that anytime I service, I use a kind of oil that I change every 3 months.
Okay.
Before the end of that 3 months, I notice the oil will have shot.
Okay.
And it's due for servicing now. And I discovered that the oil has increased and the quantity I used to buy 5 liters is not available. The person where I used to buy was encouraging me to buy a higher quality oil that can last longer. But I'm afraid if it's not going to short
oil again.
It's not going to be shorting the oil again.
Okay. Now, this is your RAV4. What year is it?
2006.
So it's a 4-cylinder engine, I'm sure.
Yes.
Just listen from the radio, please. Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you.
Okay, that Toyota RAV4 it has a Toyota 2AZ engine inside. The 2AZ Toyota engine is notorious for burning oil. So what I would do if I were you would be, before you do this service you want to do now, like I said, engine oil has become more expensive, so you don't want to waste it. Go to a mechanic shop where they can do something called an engine leak down test for you. When they do that leak down test, it will show if the oil rings on this engine is compromised or the valves are the ones compromised. If it is the oil rings, then you might need to go and do your service and prepare to change the oil rings on the engine. Now, it is a common problem, I repeat, on that particular engine. And the solution is usually take out the engine, rebuild the engine by replacing the oil rings and the seals on it, and that problem will go away. Then you can go back to doing your regular service. If you buy expensive oil now, I can assure you it will burn it again. But you need to know what the problem is and how to solve it. Unfortunately, that's all the calls we'll be able to take today. And the topic for today, we are even unable to finish it because of paucity in time. We do not have enough time right now. But I thank you very much for joining us, because you have been able to do a good job to wait for us for as long as it took us to get to the studio and for as long as we were able to do this program for. It's not as much as we would like, but we'll take what we have today, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And for those who called in, I hope you have found solution to the problems that you raised. I have worked with AZ, my good guy here, and Oluwakemi Fasami as my studio manager and research assistant, respectively. Special gratitude to you for joining us. Till I come your way again next week with another exciting episode of the program, I remain the mechanic Tunde Onakoya, saying thank you very much for listening.
You have just listened to Auto Clinic. Let's continue the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with the handle Auto Clinic NG or 0809 873 8876. For sponsorship considerations, send a mail to media@autoclinicng.com or call